just a culture like that we have in Uvalde County. I mean, I had to grow up around them. And they're not all like that, but yeah. You don't think they're that bad? Let me tell you how bad it is. The worst school shooting in Texas history, which is the second worst school shooting in United States history, was at Robb Elementary in Uvalde County, South Texas. There were 19 officers in that hallway that smoked and mirrored the world by saying lie after lie as to why they didn't move or do anything for 77 minutes while they heard the screams of teachers and children as the shooter was shooting at them like fish in a barrel. We find out later that not only did they absolutely do nothing, they didn't do the minimum. They didn't even try to open the unlocked doors. As they tried to convince us that they were looking for keys. Why would you look for keys? The doors were locked. Why does this have anything to do with Uvalde County? Hold on. Because in the same way that this culture of empowering bullies in public and bullies in power and enabling them to go harm other humans outside of Uvalde County, like the case of Ofelia Moreno, the case of Luke Thompson, aka Lupe Olivares. One of those 19 officers, in fact the highest ranking law enforcement officer, the only one who was so tired of standing up for those 77 minutes that he knelt down on one knee, he's from Uvalde County, Raymondville. Yeah, so I'm sorry, Uvalde. In just the same way that I apologize to Uvalde for that officer who should have walked in there and said and understood, I am a DPS trooper. I am now the highest ranking officer as per post-Columbine shooter active shooter protocols. I am now the person in charge. No, we are not going to stand around and do anything. No, we are not going to implement pre-Columbine active shooter protocol and actually, you know, make all the lives that were lost in Columbine have been in vain, because we're absolutely not going to implement anything that we learned. And we're going to do the exact opposite that all of those rules were intended to prevent. I believe he's back working in Uvalde County, and I think that it's really interesting that none of the local newspapers are talking about that. That's where I come from. Yeah, I promise you. You know that they high-five in there? I'm not even kidding. They're like, hey, you know, the hometown hero. You treat him like a hometown hero. He was fired from the DPS for not doing anything to save 2 classrooms full of children and teachers in elementary school. The highest ranking officer. And you all in Uvalde County, Raymondville, are taking selfies with him and saying, hey, y'all did the same thing though when his brother was running for sheriff. Remember that? You did. And what happened there? The same thing. Sorry, Cameron County, because his brother, just like Ofelia Moreno and just like him, his brother, the minute that he had no more options of working in Uvalde County, he went to go be a police cadet instructor. and was subsequently arrested regarding abuses of power against those cadets. Yeah. So I'm very sorry, Cameron County. I'm very sorry, Harlingen. I'm very sorry. But that is the truth. He did bad things to me too, by the way. He did. Very bad things. But yeah, that's just a little bit of my story. That's just a little bit of my story. But yeah, to the haters, whether you came and said, you know, I'm so sorry, and publicly stated I should have never done that to Vanessa, and then, you know, got everybody to be like, oh, you know, he's no longer gonna, he admits that he did wrong to Vanessa. She admits she did wrong to Vanessa. And they go back to their same behavior like that. And now they are survivors of Ofelia Moreno and Luke Thompson, aka Lupe Olivares. Right? I want to remind everybody that I survived those victims. Yeah. And I want to remind everybody too that the reason that they became victims was because they had a falling out with the hate mob that they were a part of against Vanessa Tijerina. I'm being serious. Every single one of them. Every single one of them that is harassed by Ofelia Moreno and Luke Thompson, aka Lupe Olivares, every single one, I survived. And I am still surviving to this day. To this day. The thing between my survival of Ofelia Moreno has never, it just felt like I was in some, she just felt to me like every single villain of every Disney princess story I have ever seen. I'm not kidding. Because when you distill her hate towards me, it is literally for superficial reasons. It is so obvious. It is so obvious. Like, I get vibes from her as if she would, you know, put a spell on a spinning wheel and you know, have somebody that she didn't like because, you know, she felt whatever kind of way about her own self, so that that person can, you know, prick their finger and then fall asleep forever. I'm serious. Those are the kind of vibes I would get. I would get the kind of vibes from her like if she were to get an apple and try to, you know, give it to somebody that she didn't like because she didn't like herself. I'm serious. She gave me the vibes of being a mean stepsister. All because she didn't like herself. Ma'am, I don't know why. Why would you come over here and like say those things? It's almost as if you want to keep saying that man's name, and why would you come and say the name of a hate page against me? I mean, honestly, I don't even think about that page, like at all. Like at all. It actually serves to highlight what I've been saying this whole time. You want to know why people hate me? Go to that hate page. Go to that hate page. It'll tell you everything. All the decent people in the world can go to that hate page and see why those people don't like me. I don't know what this lady's doing here. Lady, don't you know that I've dealt with bigger haters than you? I don't know what you're trying to do here. I don't know what you're trying to do here. This is a page of people that they support me. They don't like you. I don't know what you're doing here. I have no idea what you're doing here. What did you think? Do you know how many people before you have come over here like that and tried and failed? Not one has ever been successful. Right? Y'all don't see her comments? I'm not going to address her. Her name is spelled Sonja, and the last name is Diaz, D-I-A-Z. If you all cannot see her comments, well, I'm just gonna let her be there, you know, saying whatever. People like those are not the recipients. They are not the intended recipients of my message. They're not. I don't care about anybody's opinion of me. I've never cared, which is the reason a lot of people hate me. But that's not a me problem. I can't care about the people that hate me because they just don't like that I'm surviving, that I don't be quiet with my survival, that I don't quit surviving, that I keep talking about my story. I haven't even tried yet. You'll see what trying is. That lady keeps trying, like I'm not even reading her comments. Vanessa Tijerina will never, ever take the advice of humans like that. That would be foolish of me. Foolish. You, ma'am, you did not help me survive this far. No. Were you put in the same position that I was, you would not be able to survive everything that I survived. A human like you that does this to other humans doesn't have the capacity to survive in all the ways that I survived. I don't know, Miss Painter. She's talking shit about you. She's saying even Miss Painter wouldn't take your side against those two females. The minute that it was brought to her attention that it wasn't the way that they delivered the story to her, she never spoke of it again. Ma'am, that demonstrates the opposite of what you mentioned. What's wrong with you? She wasn't aware that she was being finessed by those two ladies. Thank you. I love you, Miss Painter. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. So, thank you, Miss Painter. There you go, Sonia. There you go. They can't see your comments. Why are you putting laughing faces? They really can't see you. Nobody can see you. Only me. Who are you? You're like one of these other haters. You're like all these other haters that wants to be part of it. I'm not even kidding. Do you know how many thousands of people over the last 10 years have been just like you? Well, I'm gonna be the one that goes over there and that, you know, makes these questions. You're not gonna be nothing. You're not. I'm serious. Yeah. They cannot. What part of they cannot see your comments? Don't you understand? You're not. The fact that you came over here, right, to think that you could that you were going to use my platform as your own soapbox? No, nobody can see what you're saying. Ida, no, it shows her face. Like, it shows her actual face. Thank you, Marisol. I love you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And nobody cares. I just want y'all to know that she's telling me to defame Frank Marr and to defame Delia. She doesn't even know she doesn't even know the names of these people that are involved. She's literally just some interloper. Sonia Diaz is a textbook example of a disturbed human that wants to be a part of this. There's been hundreds of her. Hi, Mandy, how are you? Thank you, Margarita. Thank you, thank you. Thank you. Why are you over here talking shit about everybody? She's talking shit about John Allen, and that's because I don't even like him. She's talking shit about John Allen. She's talking shit about Kathy. She's talking shit about Caro. She's talking shit about everybody that's on every side of this woman is really disturbed. It's like, ew. Ew. That's crazy. Let me write your name down. Because I have to keep a list of these, you know, deranged people. My goodness. Get out of here. You're talking shit about everybody. Like, on everybody. Like, everybody. Literally everybody. Yes, Caro. She's talking shit about you. She's talking shit about Miss Painter. She's talking shit about Kathy. She's talking shit about everybody. John Allen. Hyman. She's talking literal shit about everyone. Sonia with a J. Diaz. My goodness. Anyway. So, do you want to go live? Because now you're just putting laughing comments on everybody's comments. Are you going to go live? Going once. I'm going to block you if you don't. Because you've been talking a lot of shit. Going twice. No, I don't care what you wrote twice. I care that I asked you to go live twice. Okay? And for the third time, are you gonna go live? I didn't think so. You need to go focus on your triglyceride levels and your risk of heart disease, and from the looks of it, your overabundance of visceral fat. That is a fat in your organs. I can just tell that you have those issues. You can tell. I mean, I can just from the thumbnail. You have more important things to worry about, ma'am. Worry about your own self-preservation. Okay? All right. Bye. And she even talked shit about Connie, too. I'm not even kidding. That was a crazy one. Why? That's how they start. That's how they start off. And then I survive them. And then people like her go and form alliances with other hateful people. And then they decide, you know, oh, we can't shame her into shutting up. Well, let's try to get some young adults to beat her face off her face. Yeah, and let's do it in Willacy County because they're not going to get justice for her. Because if they get real justice for her, well, then we're going to be exposed. And also, they have all these bogus cases against her. And it's going to make her look very human in the eyes of the public. Okay.